All right, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakodash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the Akim out there pushing the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakodash, in truth and in sincerity. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakodash, Barakatham to you all. Okay, so in this lesson, what I want to go into is the opioid epidemic that's currently plaguing the nation of Edom. All right. And, it's a clear sign, okay, if you have eyes to see, all right, and you get into the scriptures, man, all right, that the Lord is bringing the curses that he put upon us, okay, upon these heathens, man. All right. Chiefly you Edomites, man. Okay. Esau knows his end is come. Okay. His end is near. His world is falling apart. All right. This, his white supremacy is being challenged and questioned. Okay, his place, all right, as being on top of the nations, is being challenged. Okay, and so he's resorting to opioids to help numb the pain, to help numb the psychological dissonance. Okay. All right. And that's beautiful, man. That's freaking beautiful, man, because the Lord is avenging us upon our adversaries, man. He's avenging us upon our enemies, okay, that have spoken against us, all right, that have oppressed us and persecuted us as a nation. Okay. And the fact that it's so bad that Esau is doing it to the point of overdose, and it's being called an epidemic, all right, shows that the Lord is coming through, man. Okay. And he is indeed starting to plague these damn devils, man, these Edomites. Okay. So to begin, I'd like to first begin with this article here. All right. It's from www.npr.org. And it says, the title, it says, "Why is the opioid epidemic overwhelmingly white?" Okay. And the reason why that is, okay, is because the Lord is bringing the curses upon Esau, all right, upon the nation of Edom, all right. And I'm gonna bring out some scriptures, okay, to help illustrate that point through the Spirit Prophet Yahweh Shai. Okay. Now this article is from 2017, all right, but it's still the things said in this article are still beautiful, man. Okay. It says the opioid epidemic is ravaging large parts of the American population, but some races are being hit harder than others. Dr. Andrew Kolodny, a drug abuse expert, explains that why that might be the case. Okay. It says an opioid epidemic is ravaging parts of this country. President Trump has declared it a public health emergency. Last year, overdoses killed 64,000 people. It's being compared to the AIDS epidemic of the 1980s and 90s. Okay, so this epidemic is so bad. Okay, so many people are overdosing and dying because of this, that not only has it been declared a public health emergency, but it's being compared to the HIV/AIDS epidemic, man. Okay, that was plaguing the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, in the 1980s through the 1990s, man. Okay. The face of the opioid epidemic has been mostly white, okay, which you are not white, you are the Edomites, okay, you are red, okay, and that's because we have seen a massive increase in overdoses among young white adults, often in rural areas, man. So, I mean, damn, what does that tell you, man? Okay, a young white American, okay, a young white adult in America, okay, you're supposed to have your future ahead of you, man. Your life is supposed to be bright. It's supposed to be full of hope, okay, and dreams and aspirations, okay. Your whole life is supposed to be ahead of you as a young so-called white Edomite adult in America, man. But they're overdosing on opioids, man, instead, okay. But what's been happening in Black and Latino communities, for answers, we called up Dr. Andrew Kolodny. He's a co-director of the Opioid Policy Research Collaborative at Brandeis. Dr. Kolodny, thanks for coming. Okay, and this is what he says. All right, Andrew Kolodny says, "Thanks for having me." And King says, "So by the numbers, white communities do seem to be suffering the most from this epidemic, or impacted the most. How is the opioid addiction affecting Black and Latino communities?" Okay, so the reason why they're asking this, okay, through the Spirit, I feel this way is because they're so used to seeing Jake struggle, okay, and Jake resort to drugs and addiction, all right, to help ease the pain, all right. So they're asking, okay, well, if it's a white problem, is it a Black problem too? Okay, see, that shows you the nature of Esau, man. Okay, if he's suffering in a way that shame, he wants everybody else to suffer. Okay, he wants to push the blame, okay, and the stigma on everybody else. Okay, the stigma of being addicted to drugs and overdosing has been associated with the demographics of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, so-called, all right, in this country for a very long time. Okay, so now the fact that Esau is being plagued with this curse, okay, having to deal with this epidemic, he's starting to feel insecure. Okay, he's starting to feel like a victim, and that's great. Okay, that's fucking great. Excuse my French. Okay, Kaladni. All right, moving forward, it says Kaladni. So our new opioid addiction epidemic is sparing African American and Latino communities, and it's striking when you look at the data. Whether you're looking at overdose deaths or emergency room visits for opioid use problems or treatment addiction, admissions for opioid addiction, it is very clear that this epidemic is overwhelmingly white, and it begs the question why. Okay, and I can share you this theory, and it is a theory that is based off of evidence. Something we do know is that doctors prescribe narcotics more cautiously to their non-white patients. It would seem that if the patient is black, the doctor is more concerned about the patient becoming addicted, and maybe they're more concerned about the patient selling their pills, or maybe they are less concerned about pain in that population. Okay, and all these things are true. Okay, all these things are true. When Jake goes into the hospitals, Jake is stigmatized as being a drug addict. Okay, and on top of that, Esau does not care about Jake in the medical system. All right, you could be in a hospital in pain, and they'll rather not, okay, give you the necessary treatment, okay, that you need, all right, in comparison to the Edomite population. Okay. All right, it says, but the black patient is less likely to be prescribed narcotics and therefore less likely to wind up becoming addicted to the medication. So what I believe is happening is that racial stereotyping is having a protective effect on non-white populations. All right, which that's partially true. Okay, in my spiritual opinion, that's partially true. But really, the reason why this is happening is because Esau's world is collapsing in on him. Okay, all right, the roof is coming in. Okay, Esau's scared. All right, Esau does not know how to deal, okay, with turmoil and tribulation and affliction, so he runs to the drugs because he's a carnal man. Okay, that's what's happening. This is what's happening. It has nothing to do with just the medical system and all that. That's just a cover up. That's just a fucking excuse. Okay, excuse my French. All right, what it is that you Edomites have always loved using drugs, okay, as a pastime, okay, as a stress reliever. Okay, even higher up Edomites in corporate America are known for being drug addicts and using drugs. Okay, and now your chickens are coming home to roost, Esau. Okay, now you're having to deal with the pain and the tribulation, okay, that's coming upon your nation for what you've done as a people. All right, the roof is coming in on you and you don't know how to deal with it, and so therefore you're resorting to drugs and drug addiction. Okay, that's what it is. All right, and more openly too. Okay, you're doing it more openly. That's why. Okay, that's why this is happening. All right, you damn demons. Okay, trying to sugarcoat shit. Okay, the curses are coming upon you, Esau. That's what the hell's happening. That's the proper, interpretation of what the hell's going on with this opioid epidemic. You damn devils, man. Okay, so Deuteronomy 30:7, like I said, I'm going to go into the scriptures. All right, I ain't going to spend too much time on this article because we got the answers. We know why these things are happening. Okay, according to the holy scriptures, man, the precepts upon precepts, that's how we know knowledge, and that's how we able to understand doctrine. Okay, all right, and according to the Holy Bible, the Lord is going to put the curses upon our enemies that he put upon us. Okay, so this is Deuteronomy 30:6. It says, and the Lord thy God will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed, to love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, all thy soul, that thou mayest live. Okay, and that's what the Lord is doing. The Lord is waking up his people and he's circumcising our hearts, man. Okay, he's causing us to return to him, all right, and to keep his commandments, man. All right, to follow his ways and his statutes, man. Okay, and ultimately that's going to be culminated and fulfilled, okay, when the kingdom of heaven comes, or when Yahushua comes in the chariots, and he delivers the elect and writes the laws in our inward parts. Okay, verse 7, it says, and the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Okay, so what is this saying? This is saying that in coinciding, all right, with the waking up of and the revival of the nation of Israel, what would coincide with that is the Lord putting the curses, all right, of Deuteronomy 28 and various other scriptures upon the enemies of the nation of Israel. Okay, and the chief enemy is Esau, man. Okay, so the fact that Esau is resorting to opioids, all right, the fact that that's happening, okay, is a sign, all right, that Esau, all right, is having the curses fall upon him. Okay. All right, and that's beautiful, man. All right, you Edomites don't know how to deal with trouble. Y'all don't know how to deal with affliction. Okay, so of course, as a carnal race of people, okay, you're gonna resort to doing drugs and overdosing on drugs, man. So let's go to Deuteronomy 28, all right, and 15. Okay, all right, it says, and it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So these are the curses the Lord put upon Israel, our people, for our disobedience. Okay, but the Lord said that he was going to put curses upon our enemies, okay, that hated us, man. Okay, and the chief enemy is Esau. Okay, the tabernacles of Edom. All right, verse 16, it says, curse shalt thou be in the city, and curse shalt thou be in the field. Okay, so everybody's starting to hate Esau, man. Everywhere he goes, all right, somebody's cursing his ass out, and that's beautiful. Okay, verse 17, it says, curse shall be thy basket and thy store. You got Edomites moving out of the suburbs. Okay, they can't seem to save any money. All right, so they have to move into the ghettos, into the hoods that Jake has been confined to for centuries, man. Okay. Verse 18, it says, cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind and thy flocks of sheep. Okay, so cursed shall be the fruit of thy body. Okay, so Esau's, you also got news coming out on Esau's birth rates depleting. Okay, all right, because you Edomites are not into sex. Y'all not into that. Okay, you guys are into pedophilia and all that other sexual abominable stuff. Okay, all right. But the Most High is plaguing the fruit of your body, man, to the point where you're not able to replenish your population as a people, man. Okay, you're beginning to diminish as a people. All right, verse 19, it says, cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt be thou when thou comest out. Okay, so everywhere Esau goes, everywhere he turns, okay, he's running into issues, man. He's running into problems, and it was never like that before. Okay, and that's why this curse is coming upon him. All right, the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. Okay, smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart, man. Okay, and that's a sign, man. That right there, that Esau, okay, is being plagued with this opioid epidemic, man. Okay, the fact that you take an opioid to the point where it's becoming an epidemic, that shows that you are crazy, man. You are bugging out, man. That curse of madness and blindness and astonishment of heart has come upon you, man. Okay. All right, and it was already coming upon you, but you're using these opioids, okay, to help numb the pain, man. All right, to help deal with the terror that's coming upon you, man. Okay, and the scriptures say, terror shall make them afraid on every side. All right, but really, it's just a self-feeding, okay, self-energizing cycle. Okay, Esau scared out of his wits. All right, so and madness is coming upon him. Okay, and so he's resorting to the opioids, which is just leading to more addiction. All right, which is leading to more shame, which is leading to more madness and confusion and anxiety. Okay, you see how the Most High got you Edomites snared up, man. Okay, in your own devices. All right. It was Jake that was known and that was stigmatized for crack and heroin, okay, and all these other drugs, okay, that Esau is the one who put it in their neighborhoods in the first place, okay, that stigmatized our people, all right, as a whole nation, okay. Even the doctors know that in these hospitals, man. All right, don't give these blacks and Latinos, all right, the narcotics and the drugs, okay, because they might become addicted to it, all right. Okay, but now look, the pit that you done digged for the nation of Israel, now you fallen in it and you gotta sit in it, man. You gotta sleep in it. All praises to Yahweh Shemi Awashai. This is beautiful, man. Yapa, you know. I love this, man. I love this. When Edomites suffer, it's a beautiful thing, man. Okay, when Edomites cry, it's a lovely thing to see them in terror, man. Okay, to see them in pain. All right, it's beautiful, man. Okay, it's beautiful, man, because we don't have to do anything. It's the Lord that's doing this to you. It's the Lord that's doing this to you, so we don't have to do nothing, man. Okay. This is Job 18:11. It says, terror shall make him afraid on every side and drive him to his feet. Okay, and that's what's happening to Esau. Terrors have taken hold upon him on every side, man. Okay, he's scared out of his wits, man. Okay, and so he's resorting to these things like opioids and drugs. Okay, all right, to help numb the pain. All right, to help it escape his mind. Okay. Verse 12, it says, his strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall devour him. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors, man. So the Lord's bringing all these judgments upon Esau. Esau is going to eventually have to acknowledge that the Most High is the one who is executing this judgment upon him, man. That the Lord is not on his side. Okay, that the Lord has it out for him, man. Okay. And that's, again, all praises to Yahweh Shemi Awashai. All right. I want to go to Isaiah chapter 47. And, Lord willing, I close out with that. Okay. Isaiah 47 is concerning the daughter of Babylon, okay, which we know the daughter of Babylon is Edom, okay, Esau, okay. Now, verse 10, it says in Isaiah 47:10, it says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me, thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it has perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me, okay. And that's what these Edomites have thought for a very long time, man, that they were the wisest, they had the highest IQ, they were untouchable, okay, nobody could take them down. They were the top nation, okay, the chosen race, okay. Verse 11, all right, it says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, and thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, and thou shalt not know. And that's what's happening, man. Okay, just Esau's just facing problem after problem after problem after problem. Okay, yes, they're still in power, man. Okay, but they know and they understand that all these nations, all right, are beginning to rise up against them, man. Okay. And that there's something divine going on, man. All right, they're beginning to acknowledge that, man. All right, you best believe that these Edomites inside of their minds, they know, all right, yeah, all right, the Most High is bringing these judgments upon us, man. Okay. Verse 12, it says, stand now in thine enchantments and with the multitudes of thy sorceries wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. For if so be that thou mayest be able to profit, if so be that thou mayest prevail, man. And what is one of Esau's sorceries, man? Okay, what is one of his enchantments, man? These pharmaceuticals, man, these drugs, okay? All right, and Esau is resorting unto them, all right, to help ease the pain, to help him turn a blind eye, okay, to help ease his nerves, okay? All right. The Lord says, stand now in thine enchantments and the multitude of thy sorceries, man, and see if you're going to be able to prevail, man.